Welcome to my channel. HIV/AIDS is more than just a disease. It was once a death sentence, claiming the lives of countless individuals, including some of the greatest Black icons in history. These were artists, activists, and legends who made an unforgettable impact on the world. Yet this devastating illness took them far too soon. Today we don't just remember them, we honor them. Their inspiring stories and lasting legacies will forever live on in our hearts. Join us as we uncover the hidden struggles, triumphant moments, and tragic losses of these unforgettable figures. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story, because they deserve to be remembered. Gil Scott-Heron, a music legend and the voice of a generation. Gil Scott-Heron was not only these early experiences shaped his powerful and thought-provoking artistic style. In the early 1970s, Gil Scott-Heron rose to prominence with influential works such as The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. More than just a song, it was a bold statement urging people to wake up to political and social issues. Blending jazz, soul, spoken word, and funk, he pioneered a unique musical style that paved the way for hip-hop and rap in later years. Despite his deep influence as an artist, Gil Scott-Heron faced many personal struggles. He battled addiction and had several run-ins with the law, causing interruptions in his career. However, he never lost his fighting spirit. In 2010, he made a powerful comeback with the album I'm New Here, a deeply introspective work reflecting on his life, redemption, and hope. On May 27, 2011, Gil Scott-Heron passed away, leaving behind an immense musical legacy. He was not just an artist but a prophet of his time, inspiring generations of hip-hop artists, including Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and Public Enemy. His songs remain a powerful reminder of how music can be a force for social change. Have you ever listened to Gil Scott-Heron's music? Which of his songs left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more fascinating stories about music legends. Sylvester, the disco legend, and an eternal flame. Sylvester was not just a talented disco singer, but also an irreplaceable cultural icon of the 70s and 80s. With his unique falsetto voice, dazzling stage presence, and pioneering spirit in breaking gender norms, Sylvester left an unforgettable mark on music history. Though he passed away at the age of 41 in 1988, his music and spirit continue to inspire generations. Sylvester James Jr. was born in 1947 in Watts, Los Angeles, into a musical family. From an early age, he was drawn to gospel music, singing in his church choir. However, his heart longed for a more vibrant and expressive artistic world beyond traditional expectations. As he grew older, he left home and immersed himself in underground performance groups, where he found his voice within the emerging LGBTQ+ community of the time. Sylvester's music career exploded in the mid-70s when he collaborated with Two Tons of Fun, the powerhouse duo Lisa Rhodes and Izora Armstead, who later gained fame as the Weather Girls. His 1978 album, Step 2, featuring the smash hits You Make Me Feel, Mighty Real, and Dance, Disco Heat, catapulted him to disco stardom. His music wasn't just about infectious dance beats, it was a declaration of freedom, a celebration of life, and a proud anthem for the LGBTQ+ community. However, as the disco craze faded in the early 80s, Sylvester's career faced challenges. Despite this, he remained dedicated to his art, constantly creating and performing with unwavering passion. He became one of the first openly gay artists to champion LGBTQ+ rights during an era of widespread discrimination. When the AIDS epidemic devastated the community in the 80s, Sylvester was tragically affected. Yet, even in the face of illness, he bravely used his platform to raise awareness about HIV/AIDS, spreading messages of love and unity. Sylvester passed away on December 16, 1988, leaving behind a dazzling legacy. His music continues to resonate in nightclubs on major stages and in the hearts of disco lovers worldwide. He was more than just a singer. He was a symbol of freedom, passion, and the courage to live authentically. Have you ever listened to Sylvester's music? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more fascinating stories about music legends. Jermaine Stewart. From Soul Train dancer to pop legend. Jermaine Stewart was more than just a singer. He was a vibrant icon of the 1980s. With his smooth vocals and captivating stage presence, he left an unforgettable mark on pop music. His 1986 hit We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off not only catapulted him to stardom, but also became an anthem of its era. However, behind the spotlight, his life ended in tragedy, leaving fans with a deep sense of loss. Born in 1957 in Columbus, Ohio, Jermaine Stewart grew up in a family with a deep love for music. From an early age, he showed a passion for singing and dancing. His big break came when he joined Soul Train, one of the most influential TV shows in the black community at the time. As a standout dancer, Stewart performed alongside major artists like Shalimar and Jeffrey Daniel. This experience laid a strong foundation for his future career in music. Stewart's singing career took off when he signed with Arista Records in the early 1980s. In 1986, We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off became a massive global hit. With its uplifting message promoting pure love over physical relationships, the song resonated with audiences everywhere. Its catchy melody, upbeat rhythm, and Stewart's high-energy performance propelled it into the top 5 on both the US and UK charts. This wasn't just the peak of Stewart's career. It was one of the most iconic songs of the 1980s. Despite his breakthrough success, Stewart's career began to decline in the following years. His later albums failed to achieve the same level of recognition, and as the music industry evolved, he slowly faded from the spotlight. Still, he remained dedicated to his craft, continuing to write and perform music. In his final years, Stewart faced serious health challenges. In 1997, he passed away at the age of 39 due to complications from AIDS, leaving fans mourning the loss of a truly unique talent. More than 2 decades after his passing, Jermaine Stewart remains a memorable name in music history. We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off continues to be loved, appearing in films, TV shows, and inspiring new generations of artists. He wasn't just a talented singer. He was a symbol of an unforgettable era in music. Do you remember this legendary song? Share your thoughts on Jermaine Stewart, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories about music legends. Ofra Haza, the angelic voice of world music. Ofra Haza was more than just a singer. She was a global music icon who brought the essence of Yemeni culture into the world of pop and world music. With her angelic voice, she captivated millions of hearts across the globe. Yet, her brilliant life was cut short unexpectedly, leaving an irreplaceable void in the international music scene. Born in 1957 in Tel Aviv, Israel, Ofra Haza grew up in a family of Yemeni heritage. From a young age, she displayed a deep passion for music and was soon recognized as one of the most promising voices in her country. In the 1970s, she began her career as a member of the Shechonat Hatikva Workshop Theater. However, it was her unique fusion of traditional Yemeni music with contemporary pop that truly set her apart. The biggest turning point in Ofra Haza's career came in 1984 with the release of her album, Yemenite Songs. The track Imnin Alu quickly became an international sensation. With its mesmerizing melody, hauntingly powerful vocals, and rich Middle Eastern instrumentation, the song propelled her fame far beyond Israel, reaching audiences in Europe and the US. In 1987, a remixed version of Imnin Alu became a massive hit, cementing her status as the queen of world music at the time. Ofra Haza's artistry extended beyond traditional Yemeni music. She collaborated with many global artists, lending her voice to tracks by legends like Paula Abdul and Iggy Pop. She also contributed to the soundtrack of DreamWorks' The Prince of Egypt, where her ethereal vocals in Deliver Us left audiences in awe, helping define the soul of the film. No matter the genre, Ofra Haza's voice always carried an undeniable purity and emotion. But just as she was at the height of her career, tragedy struck. In 2000, Ofra Haza passed away at the age of 42 due to complications related to AIDS. Her sudden departure shocked and saddened the world. The image of a radiant singer gracing the stage with her enchanting Middle Eastern melodies now lives on only in the hearts of her fans. However, her music continues to inspire generations, ensuring that her legacy endures. Do you remember Imnan Alu and Ofra Haza's angelic voice? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories about music legends. Fela Kuti, the Afrobeat legend, and a life of rebellion. Fela Kuti was not only a great musician but also a symbol of freedom, resistance, and revolutionary spirit. As the father of the Afrobeat genre, he made a profound impact on the global music scene with his vibrant melodies that blended jazz, funk, and traditional African music. However, his life was not solely about music. It was also a relentless struggle against injustice, corruption, and dictatorship in Nigeria. Born on October 15, 1938, in Abeokuta, Nigeria, Fela Anikulapo Kuti grew up in a family with a strong educational and political background. From a young age, he was heavily influenced by his mother, a renowned feminist activist, and his father, a music teacher. In 1958, he went to England to study, initially pursuing medicine as per his family's wishes. However, his passion for music led him to a different path, studying at the Trinity College of Music in London. It was there that he began to develop his unique musical style, combining jazz, highlife, and traditional African elements. In 1963, Fela returned to Nigeria and formed the band Kula Lobitos, quickly gaining attention in the music scene. However, it was his trip to the United States in 1969, where he was exposed to the civil rights movement and deeply influenced by the ideologies of Malcolm X and the Black Panthers, that truly transformed his music. This was where Afrobeat, an exhilarating, rebellious genre reflecting the strength of African people, was born. Returning to Nigeria with a strong political mindset, Fela Kuti was no longer just an artist. He renamed his band Africa 70 and began composing songs that addressed oppression, corruption, and the military regime of the Nigerian government. Tracks like Zombie, Water No Get Enemy, and Sorrow, Tears, and Blood were not only captivating melodies, but also powerful messages condemning societal injustices. However, his bold and outspoken music made Fela a thorn in the side of the authorities. In 1977, the Nigerian army attacked Calacuta Republic, Fela's home and studio, where he lived with his family and band members. In this brutal assault, he was severely beaten, and his mother was thrown from a second-floor window, leading to her death. Despite this oppression, he never backed down. Instead, it fueled his determination to fight against injustice. Fela Kuti was known not only for his music, but also for his free-spirited, unconventional lifestyle. In 1978, after his mother's death, he made headlines by organizing a mass wedding with 27 women, mostly dancers and singers from his band. This act was a defiant challenge to social norms and a bold assertion of his personal freedom. He even declared his candidacy for the presidency of Nigeria, but faced government repression. His career was marked by numerous arrests, torture, and censorship. Nonetheless, he continued to compose, perform, and serve as a voice for the oppressed. In his later years, Fela Kuti fell ill, but refused treatment. He passed away on August 2, 1997, at the age of 58, due to complications related to AIDS. His death left a profound sense of loss among fans, but his music and ideology have never been forgotten. On the day of his funeral, over 1 million people took to the streets to bid him farewell, a testament to his immense influence on the people of Nigeria and the world. More than 2 decades after his passing, Afrobeat continues to thrive, impacting contemporary artists like Burna Boy, Wizkid, D'banj, and many other international stars. The annual Celebration Music Festival is held to honor him, and Fela's music remains a beacon of resistance for Africa. Have you ever listened to Fela Kuti's music? Share your thoughts about this legend. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories about great musical legends. Alvin Ailey, the legendary choreographer and timeless legacy. Alvin Ailey was not only a talented dancer, but also an outstanding choreographer who transformed the landscape of modern dance. He passed away in 1989 at the age of 58, but what he left behind continues to live on in the hearts of art lovers. The story of Alvin Ailey's life, career, and legacy is inspiring, captivating anyone who becomes acquainted with it. Born in 1931 in Texas, Ailey grew up in a challenging environment. He lived in a racially divided America where the arts were not an easy path for a poor black boy. However, from a young age, Ailey was enchanted by the gospel melodies and the powerful dances of the African American community. This rich cultural background ignited a passionate love for dance, which he later turned into a revolution in the modern dance world. In 1942, Ailey moved to Los Angeles, where he was first introduced to ballet and jazz dance. Under the guidance of the legendary choreographer Lester Horton, Ailey ventured into the harsh yet mesmerizing world of art. Soon after, he became one of the top dancers in the Horton Dance Company and continued his own creative journey. In 1958, Alvin Ailey founded the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, AAADT, a company he envisioned as an organization to celebrate the beauty of black people and their stories through movement. This marked a significant turning point that established him as one of the most influential choreographers of the 20th century. When discussing Alvin Ailey, one cannot overlook the iconic work Revelations, a dance piece that has entered the annals of history. Premiering in 1960, Revelations is an emotional journey that combines contemporary dance, ballet, and gospel music, reflecting deeply on the African American experience. With its emotionally charged movements, strength, and the perfect fusion of body and music, Revelations has moved audiences worldwide. Even after decades, this dance continues to be performed in major theaters and attracts millions of viewers, proving that Ailey's art is timeless. Despite achieving tremendous success, Ailey's life was not easy. He constantly battled racial prejudices, discrimination in the arts, and personal challenges. However, none of this could deter him from continuing to create and inspire thousands of young dancers. Alvin Ailey passed away on December 1, 1989, but he left behind a magnificent legacy. The AAADT continues to thrive, becoming one of the most prestigious dance companies in the world, taking his works across the globe. Contemporary choreographers like Robert Battle and Judith Jamison have inherited and developed his style, ensuring that the name Alvin Ailey will never be forgotten. Today, whenever Alvin Ailey is mentioned, people remember not only a brilliant choreographer, but also a symbol of strength, creativity, and continuous innovation. He opened doors for black artists in the field of dance, providing them with opportunities to express their talents and tell their stories through movement. If you've never seen an Alvin Ailey dance performance, try to find Revelations and experience it. I'm sure these movements will give you chills and allow you to feel the soul of a genius who dedicated his life to the arts. What do you think about Alvin Ailey and his contributions? Leave your comments below and share your feelings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more captivating stories about artistic legends. Howard Rollins, the tragic talent of Hollywood. Howard Rollins was a gifted actor who shined brightly with his remarkable performance in A Soldier's Story. Despite his rare acting talent, his life was marked by painful ups and downs. He passed away in 1996 at just 46 years old, leaving fans and the film industry with deep regret. Howard Rollins' journey is not just the story of an extraordinary actor, but also the tragedy of a star who could not escape the shadows of his life. Howard Ellsworth Rollins, Jr. was born in 1950 in Baltimore, Maryland. From a young age, he had a deep passion for acting and the performing arts. After studying at Towson University, he quickly made a name for himself in theater before stepping into Hollywood. With his strong presence, captivating demeanor, and outstanding acting skills, Howard Rollins didn't take long to gain recognition. The biggest turning point in his career came in 1984 when he starred in A Soldier's Story. As Sergeant Waters, Rollins delivered a powerful and complex performance that earned high praise from critics. The film was not only an artistic success, but also cemented Rollins' place in the hearts of audiences. Thanks to this role, he was later cast in Ragtime, 1981, another film that earned him a Golden Globe nomination. Despite his promising career, Howard Rollins faced many personal struggles. He battled addiction and was repeatedly entangled in legal troubles. Multiple arrests for drug possession and driving under the influence led to the gradual decline of his career. Hollywood once embraced him as a rising star, but his personal troubles eventually pushed him into isolation. Although he tried to make a comeback, Howard Rollins was never able to reclaim his former glory. His health deteriorated, and in 1996 he passed away from complications related to lymphoma at just 46 years old. His death was a great loss, especially for those who admired his talent and unique acting style. Today, when people talk about Howard Rollins, they remember him as a talented but tragic actor who couldn't overcome his personal demons. However, his performances, especially in A Soldier's Story, remain an unforgettable part of cinematic history. Have you ever watched Howard Rollins act? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more fascinating stories about Hollywood legends. Eazy-E, the gangsta rap legend and his mysterious death. Eazy-E, born Eric Wright, was not just a rapper. He was a pioneer who laid the foundation for gangsta rap as a founding member of the legendary group NWA. He was the driving force behind raw, unapologetic songs that reflected the harsh realities of life in America during the late 80s. With his gritty style, sharp lyrics, and fearless attitude, Eazy-E became an immortal icon in hip-hop culture. However, his sudden passing in 1995 at the age of 31 left behind countless unanswered questions, fueling debates among fans for decades. Born in 1964 in Compton, California, Eazy-E grew up in a neighborhood plagued by violence and crime. Instead of letting his environment define him, he turned his harsh experiences into powerful music. In 1986, he teamed up with Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and other artists to form NWA. Their groundbreaking 1988 album, Straight Outta Compton, revolutionized the music industry, bringing gangsta rap to the forefront with its unfiltered, hard-hitting portrayal of street life. Eazy-E's career skyrocketed, but it wasn't without turmoil. Internal conflicts within NWA led to Ice Cube's departure in 1989, followed by Dr. Dre leaving in 1991. The feud between Eazy-E and Dr. Dre became one of hip-hop's most infamous rivalries, playing out in diss tracks like Real Motherfucking G's. Despite the tension, Eazy-E continued to dominate the rap scene, dropping hit records and establishing himself as a powerful music executive. In early 1995, while training with his group members, Eazy-E suddenly collapsed. He was rushed to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, where doctors diagnosed him with terminal AIDS, a shocking revelation to the music industry and his fans. Within just a month of being admitted, Eazy-E passed away on March 26, 1995, leaving behind a legacy that would forever shape hip-hop. To this day, the circumstances surrounding Eazy-E's death remain controversial. Many believe foul play was involved as his illness was discovered too late and he passed away unusually fast. Some conspiracy theories even suggest that he was deliberately injected with the HIV virus. Regardless of the truth, Eazy-E's influence lives on. He was not just a rap legend. He was an inspiration for countless generations of hip-hop artists. Are you a fan of Eazy-E and NWA? Drop a comment with your favorite song. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more fascinating stories about music legends. Willie Smith, the fashion genius, and his tragic passing. Willie Smith was not just a fashion designer. He was a pioneer of street couture, blending street style with high fashion. He broke barriers in the fashion industry, bringing bold, creative designs to the masses. Though his life was cut short in 1987 at just 39 years old, Willie Smith's legacy continues to inspire generations. Born in 1948 in Philadelphia, Willie Smith grew up in a family with a deep appreciation for the arts. Inspired by his grandmother, who introduced him to sewing and painting, Smith showed a natural talent for design from an early age. He went on to study at the Philadelphia College of Art and the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York before launching his career as a freelance designer. However, Smith's ambitions went beyond creating beautiful clothing. He wanted to redefine the way the world viewed fashion. In 1976, he founded Willie Wear, with the vision of making fashion more accessible. Smith believed that clothing shouldn't be exclusive to the elite, but should reflect street culture and everyday life. His designs were youthful, free-spirited, and innovative, blending comfort with sophistication. Willie Wear quickly became one of America's leading fashion brands, generating tens of millions of dollars in annual revenue. Smith's talent extended beyond fashion into art and film. He collaborated with artists, filmmakers, and architects to create revolutionary designs. His work on Spike Lee's School Days is a prime example of his influence on pop culture. Smith didn't just design clothes. He shaped a lifestyle and made a bold statement about freedom in fashion. Tragically, in 1987, Willie Smith passed away from pneumonia-related complications due to AIDS. His sudden death sent shockwaves through the fashion world. Though his life was short, his impact was profound, proving that fashion is more than just appearance. It's a reflection of society, culture, and individuality. Have you heard of Willie Smith and his brand, Willie Wear? Share your thoughts on his groundbreaking designs in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories about fashion legends. Arthur Ashe, tennis legend and an inspiring story. Arthur Ashe was not just an exceptional tennis player. He was a symbol of courage, perseverance, and resilience. He made history as the first black player to win prestigious Grand Slam titles, but his life was about more than just championships. Ashe's journey is a deeply inspiring story of extraordinary determination, tireless contributions, and a tragedy that shocked the world. Born in 1943 in Richmond, Virginia, Arthur Ashe started playing tennis at the age of 7 and quickly showed remarkable talent. At a time when racial segregation was still deeply rooted in American society, Ashe faced countless obstacles, from being denied entry into tennis clubs to enduring discrimination on the court. But he never backed down. With his intelligent and graceful playing style, combined with an unbreakable spirit, Ashe became the first black player to win the U.S. Open in 1968, followed by the Australian Open in 1970, and ultimately, the pinnacle of his career, Wimbledon in 1975. Over his career, he amassed an impressive 818 match victories, solidifying his legendary status in the tennis world. However, just as he was enjoying his post-retirement years, tragedy struck. In 1988, Ash began experiencing difficulties with movement in his right hand. After a hospital visit, doctors discovered a tumor in his brain and performed immediate surgery. But the nightmare didn't end there. Further tests revealed that he had contracted HIV, a terrifying diagnosis at the time. According to doctors, he most likely contracted the virus from a blood transfusion during heart surgery in 1983, before proper blood screening was implemented. Despite battling a terminal illness, Arthur Ashe faced it with remarkable strength. Initially, he kept his condition private to protect his family and personal life. However, in 1992, when a newspaper threatened to expose his diagnosis, Ashe courageously held a press conference to publicly acknowledge his illness. His bravery helped raise global awareness about AIDS and shattered misconceptions about those living with HIV. Instead of retreating, he used his final years to establish charitable organizations, advocate for AIDS patients, and inspire millions. On February 6, 1993, Arthur Ashe passed away at the age of 49. His death left an immense void in the world of sports and beyond. Yet more than just a tennis icon, Ashe will forever be remembered as a symbol of courage, a man who turned adversity into a driving force for change. His legacy continues to inspire generations. Have you ever heard about Arthur Ashe and his incredible achievements? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories about legendary athletes. Thank you for being with us. HIV/AIDS has taken away too many incredible talents, but their stories, legacies, and impact will never be forgotten. By remembering them, we're not just honoring the past, we're spreading awareness, hope, and compassion for the future. If you found this content meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to continue this journey with us as we explore more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching. Let's keep the memory of these legends alive because they deserve to be remembered.